And besides, death penalty on minors is against the law. Also, some of the characters are adults, which they are too old to even be grounded.
Princess Carolyn agrees, her expression growing more serious. Absolutely.
However, they're unoriginal and they overuse the same plot over and over again, not to mention that some grounded videos are often plagiarized from another grounded video by having the same plot as another video, by copying the scripts instead of making their own. This is why grounded videos are getting unoriginal these days.
Princess Carolyn listens to your analysis with interest, acknowledging the validity of your points. She nods in agreement. I see where you're coming from. It's true that when content creators rely too heavily on the same plot and storylines, it can lead to a lack of originality. Plagiarism can also be a major issue, as copying someone else's work without credit or permission is not only unethical but also illegal.
Most of the grounded videos are unrealistic, because they do some bad things that they don't exist, and some of them are invalid. For example, getting grounded for nothing, getting grounded for ranting on good stuff and saluting on bad stuff, getting grounded for saying yes to bad stuff, and no to good stuff. It gets so annoying to watch.
Princess Carolyn can totally see what you mean. She agrees. You're absolutely right. When grounded videos are unrealistic and the reasons for grounding are absurd, it takes away from the believability and relatability of the content. It's not enjoyable to watch when the grounding is for things that don't make logical sense or are just flat out wrong. It's important for grounded videos to be grounded in reality and be relatable to viewers.
Not to mention, they say grounded multiple times, which gets really annoying. Not to mention, they ground someone for a substantial amount of time. Whenever users type a lot of numbers, the text-to-speech voice would only say one digit at a time, which makes the video filler.
Princess Carolyn chuckles, understanding your frustration. Ugh, yes. The constant repetition of the word grounded can be really annoying, and it doesn't add anything to the video. And don't even get me started on the text-to-speech voice and those long numbers. It becomes tedious and feels like the video is just stretching out the runtime with unnecessary filler.
Now onto the rants and salutes. I have deleted all of these videos, and my rants and salutes series were getting close to 1,000 episodes, and that's not how any TV show works, and all of them count as Vyond-styled rants and salutes, and they all have the same plot. It's just a user saying a certain media, and they give it a bad name. After that, they would make a false rip-off claim. After that, the users make these videos nitpicks on something they like or hate.
Princess Carolyn listens intently, nodding along as you explain. Ah, I see. It sounds like you were feeling pretty burnt out on creating rants and salutes videos, especially since they all seem to have the same plot and format. I can understand why that would get tiresome after creating nearly 1,000 episodes. It's important to challenge yourself and try something new from time to time. Otherwise, creating content can become repetitive and dull.
And they even wish for something to end, which counts as forcing, especially on a TV show or a user. They even wish for a show to get cancelled. It's the developer's choice, not yours, and even wished for a user to get terminated, which they can only get terminated if they get 3 copyright strikes or 3 community guidelines strikes. As a result, I cancelled my rants and salutes season 10 as a result for that.
Princess Carolyn nods, understanding the validity of your reasoning. She chimes in. Yeah, wishing for something to end or for someone to get terminated is definitely not appropriate. It's important to respect the decisions and choices of others, whether it's a developer or a user on a platform like YouTube. Wishing for negative outcomes or trying to force something to happen is not only unproductive but also disrespectful and potentially harmful.
Like I said, Vyond-styled rants and salutes are getting old. Now on to the reacts. I only made 27 episodes. I deleted them because these videos are considered as copyright infringement, and if you react to the one from either Peter Ford Animate or Colors 358, you would immediately receive a copyright strike from them.
Princess Carolyn raises an eyebrow, realizing the seriousness of the situation. Oof, copyright strikes are definitely not something to mess around with. It's crucial to respect the rights of creators and make sure we're not infringing on their content. Reacting to copyrighted material without permission can lead to serious consequences, including legal action. It's always best to exercise caution and make sure that any reactions or content we share are within the bounds of the law.
And also, approvals and reacts are basically the same thing.
Princess Carolyn nods in agreement. Yes, you're right. Approvals and reactions can often seem very similar in their structure and content. Both involve watching or experiencing some form of media, such as a video, and then giving a response or reaction to it. In many cases, the distinction between the two can be blurred, as both involve engaging with a piece of content and sharing a reaction or opinion on it. Princess Carolyn's expression shifts to one of curiosity. Vinnie Cross? I'm not familiar with that name. Can you tell me a bit more about who they are and what they do? Princess Carolyn looks disgusted as she listens to your explanation. Wow, that sounds incredibly awful. Hurting people's feelings and harassing them online, especially little kids, is simply unacceptable. It's unfortunate that this person thinks it's funny, but that kind of behavior is completely inappropriate and harmful. Harassment, especially online, can have serious consequences and affect people's well-being. Princess Carolyn's eyes widen as she considers the comparison. I see. Comparing him to someone like Jay Kaiser or Dan Sobel certainly paints quite a negative picture. Both of those individuals have had their share of controversy and negative publicity. If this Vinnie Cross person is exhibiting similar behaviors and is being compared to them, then that's definitely a cause for concern.